Hi everyone, in today's video we are going to learn the formulas of the perimeter and area of circles. Okay, let's begin. Okay, I'm taking 2 points at random, say point C and point A, and I'm joining them with a line, and suppose the distance between these 2 points is given by R. Now, if I say that the point A is free to move under two constraints. One is the length AC cannot be increased nor AC can be decreased. Then we would see that this point A can only move in a path somewhat like this, such that it always maintains the distance AC. If we join all those points, then we can trace out a figure like this. So here we can see that anywhere on this figure, the distance between C and the point A always remains the same. This figure is called a circle, and the distance AC is called the radius. So we can write radius denoted by R is the AC. Now if I extend this AC such that it meets the other side of the figure and name it as B, then the distance AB is called the diameter of the circle. Diameter is denoted by D and it is AB. Now, if we measure the distance moved by this point A starting from here and right through this entire length and back to its own point, then the total distance is called the perimeter of the circle. It's called the perimeter, and in case of a circle, the perimeter is also known as circumference. Now, this distance is R, so distance BC is also R. Therefore, diameter D is twice the radius, or 2R, or we can say the radius R is half the diameter. This is in unit, this is also in units. Okay. Now, when we draw a circle with certain radius and diameter, the diameter and the circumference always bears a constant ratio, no matter whatever be the radius or the diameter. The circumference and the diameter bears a constant ratio, and this ratio is known as pi. So whatever be the radius of the circle, the circumference and the diameter will always have a constant value which is denoted by pi, and the exact value of pi is 22 upon 7. Sometimes we use the value 3.14, which is the approximate value for our calculation. Now from here, if I cross multiply, then we can write circumference is equals to, now pi is there, diameter is twice R, so we can write 2 pi R units. So what is the formula for the circumference? The circumference is equals to 2 pi R units. That means the total length starting from point A and through this entire boundary and back to A will be 2 pi R. Now we know that if I convert this circle into a line, such that if I draw like this is the entire length, then the length is 2 pi r. This entire length is 2 pi r. Now, if I consider many circles, many concentric circles, concentric means having the same center C, then these concentric circles will have radius smaller, smaller and smaller until you have the smallest circle here. If we cut open all this, then we will get a triangle such that we will get an isosceles triangle such that the length of each circle will keep on decreasing. Now we know that the length of the outermost circle is 2 pi r and the height or this radius is r. So we get a triangle whose base is 2 pi r and its height is r. So how do we find the area of this triangle? The area of this triangle will be base into half base into height. So area of triangle is half into base into height, that is half into 2 pi r into r. So this 2 into cancels and then we have pi r square units. But this is the area of the triangle. But this area we obtained from the circle itself. So whatever the area of triangle that we are getting is actually the area of this circle. So now we can write area of the circle is equals to pi r square units. So now we have learned the formula for the diameter, for the radius, for the circumference, and finally for the area of the circle. Now let us find out the area of a circular ring. What is a circular ring? A circular ring is nothing but concentric circles with the same center and two different radii. Suppose, for example, if I draw the radius of the outer circle, suppose this is AC and denoted by capital R, and then we write radius of the smallest circle with small r, then we have two concentric circles with radius r and small r. Now the outer circumference of this circle will be 2 pi capital R and the inner circumference will be 2 pi small r units. Now when we talk about the area of the circle, we are talking about this portion, like we get to see in case of a CD or a DVD. This portion is called the area of the circular ring or the area of the disc. To find out this one, what we need to do is, we need to first find out what is the area of bigger circle and then find out what is the area of the smallest circle and then find the difference. So area of the ring will be, or area of this shaded region will be, is equals to, what is the area with the bigger radius? Pi capital R square minus the area of the smaller circle, pi small r square. Now since pi is common, we can take out pi outside and write capital R square minus small r square units. So that's the area of the circular ring. Let us now look at the perimeter and area of a semicircle. So what is a semicircle? A semicircle is half of a circle. I have drawn here a circle with radius r and diameter AB equals to 2r. Now first, when I need to find out its perimeter, then I need to find out what is the length of this curve. As we know that a semicircle is half the circle, that means the length of this curve will also be half that of a circle. Now what is the length of this circumference of a circle? 2 pi r. So if I divide it by 2, then I get pi r. So this length is pi r. But we need to add this entire length, which is the diameter also, and diameter is equals to twice r. So what will be the perimeter? Perimeter will be the curve length plus the diameter, which is 2r. So if I take r common, then pi plus 2 units is the perimeter of a circle. Now what will be the area? Area means what is the space occupied by this semicircle. Now this is exactly half of a circle, so its area will also be half of that circle. So what is the area of a circle? Pi r square divided by 2, and it becomes the area of a semicircle. Lastly, let us learn the perimeter and area of a quadrant of a circle. Now, what is quadrant of a circle? Quadrant of a circle is the 1/4 of a circle with the radius r. So, if we divide the whole circle into 4 equal parts, then one part of it is called quadrant of a circle. So here I have drawn the quadrant of a circle with radius r. First I need to find out what is the the perimeter of this quadrant. Now to find this one, first I need to find out what is this curve length. The curve length is 1/4 of the circumference of a circle. So we can write it like this, which is equals to pi r divided by 2. So that is the curve length. Now we need to know what is this length. This obviously is the radius AC, and this is also the radius, so 2r. So if I add 2r to pi r by 2, that will give me the perimeter of the quadrant of a circle. So what is its perimeter? Perimeter is equals to pi r divided by 2 plus 2r units. So from here I can take out r commons and then write it pi by 2 plus 2 units. Okay, now what is the area? Area is quite simple. Area is, what is the area of the circle? Pi r square and divided by 4, that becomes the area of the quadrant of a circle. Let us now solve some easy problems based on area and perimeter of circles. I have taken this question. Let me read it out. Find the length of the diameter of a circle whose circumference is 44 centimeter. So let us consider, let the radius of the circle be r centimeter. So I have drawn a circle with radius r centimeter. Now, according to question, circumference is equals to 44 centimeter. But what is the formula for circumference? To find the formula of circumference, we use the formula 2 pi r is equals to 44 centimeter. 2 into, what is the value of pi? 22 by 7. We need to find first what is the radius. When we cross multiply, then we get 44 into 7 divided by 2 into 22. Now 44 and 22 can be cancelled. Therefore, radius is equals to 7 centimeter. Now if radius is 7 centimeter, then what is the diameter? Diameter is twice the radius, that is 2 into 7 centimeter, that's 14 centimeter. So we found out the diameter of the circle to be 14 centimeter. Let's look at one more problem. Let me read it out. Find the radius and circumference of a circle whose area is 144 pi centimeters square. So let's proceed to solve this one. First, let the radius be r centimeter. Then according to question, area is equals to 144 pi centimeter square. But we know area is equals to pi r square. So pi r square will be equals to 144 pi. Now we are not putting the value of pi because eventually this pi will get cancelled. So pi and pi will get cancelled. We can write r square is equals to 144. Therefore r will be square root of 144, and the square root of 144 we know is 12 centimeter. Therefore the radius of the circle is 12 centimeter. We need to find out what is the circumference. Now what is the formula to find the circumference? 2 pi r, that is 2 into 22 by 7 into 12. That's 24 into 22 by 7. We can leave actually this answer as 24 pi also centimeter, or we can simplify this one and write it in mixed fraction. When we do that, we will get 75 whole 3 upon 7 centimeter. So that will be the circumference of this circle.